Hello, viewers. Welcome to this episode of the Sammy Podcast. Here's what's on my mind this week. First up, I have repurposed my old iPad. So, my old iPad was a iPad Mini 4, and so I realized, some time ago that I had no use for my old iPad, and so what I thought about doing I wanted to get rid of it. Unfortunately, I wasn't sure at first. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do but then I talked to my parents and asked if I could sell it. So. And yes, so they did. We did, they allowed me to sell it on Facebook Marketplace for $55, or a total of $55, and I tried and I waited to see if anyone would buy it, but unfortunately the buyers most of them were asking for they were asking for a lower amount they were gonna pay less than what I was offering for it. So then I stopped selling it on Facebook Marketplace and got rid of and stopped and deleted the listing off, and then after that I reached out to NJ and to see if he had any idea of what I could do with it. And then he gave me he gave me the suggestion to use it as a photo frame, which was I loved that idea, and so I talked to I asked my dad, and so I talked to my dad to see if he could make the photo frame and see if he could make one that could fit my old iPad, so he made it, and now it sits on top, and now that photo frame sits on top of my dresser next to my on the west side of my TV, and so now while I'm in my room, I can see all the photos of my photo memories of photos where I'm in those photos, and in order to have those photos, I had to create a dedicated photo album that called Sam's Memories, or Sam's Photo Memories. And I had to, and that's where I put a lot of some photos of I'm featured it, some of the photo memories that featured me in them. So I got a good amount, and then I saw this slideshow feature that it could. So I tested and it sort of did a slideshow of where it went from one photo, where it cycled through all the photos, and I thought that was pretty awesome, and now it's doing that, and now it does that, and then it basically repeats, and then it keeps repeating the same photos over and over, and that's really so thank you, NJ, for giving that awesome idea. And thank you. I loved that idea, and I glad I could use it. So next up, I have a Lego sorting update. So some time ago, I was sorting. I said that I was going to be sorting by part. Well, then I tried to, but for some reason it wasn't working out. Then I tried part in color, and then I tried something else, but until I found the way I want to do it. So for now, everything that's still sorted by category is going to stay. Is not it? Those are not impacted. Those are still kept the way they are. It's just for my everything else that, like my bricks, plates, and tiles, the black, gray, white, tan, gold, and brown. All those parts will stay sorted by color because those are colors of parts that I have a big a lot of pieces in those colors. Then for rainbow related then colors as but then other colors related to the rainbow, those will be sorted by color and part category. So for example, for red, I will basically sort by I will basically do basically it will be red bricks, red plates, and red tiles, and I feel like doing it this way is going to be much easier for me to sort because then all the plates are together and all the tiles are together and all the bricks are together. It's just and still and then I can still sort. It's still color. It's still by color, but it's not it's not all mixed into one, and it's basically still separated into the three part categories. So I feel like doing it that way for my rainbow colored parts is definitely going to be much easier than doing it by color and doing it doing it just by color and just putting all the red breastplates and tiles together. So next up, I am no longer using my Dell laptop for gaming. So a while on a previous episode, I talked about using my Dell laptop for gaming, and that I was going to turn my Dell laptop and use it as a gaming laptop, so I could play games and some games on there. But what I did, but then I realized that I was going to when I go to MCC, when I do get into NCC, I realized that I was told that I need a laptop for MCC. So after that I realized that I will need my Dell laptop to be my laptop that I bring to MCC, and so with that I decided to stop using my Dell laptop as for gaming and use it for MCC and or just work related, or anything work related. So no. But besides, I mean, I already have two gaming devices. I have a Nintendo Switch, and I have my Xbox, which are both great gaming, which I can already play games on those. So I don't need my laptop to be used for gaming. I need it to be used for MCC and work. So just wanted to let you know about that because I feel like that the Dell laptop wasn't even going to be able to handle much of the games anyway. So because some games, because it can only support so many certain video games, and because if I wanted to play because other games that would require a lot more software, a lot more hardware and stuff, and to make it and that and to make it to a to make sure to make sure to, in order to make it have enough to make sure to make it so it can play more games, but that's not what I plan on doing with my Dell laptop anymore. So thank you for watching this episode of the Save Me Podcast, and I will see you in the next episode. So until then, see you next time.